Alright, what's going on, guilty guys and gals? Welcome back to Strat 2. In today's episode, oh boy, we're going to be investigating the twins and probably Shinji in this episode, which should be interesting. Depends how long it is. Maybe we'll get to, Teruya. But are we even going to get anything for Teruya? I don't know. There they are. Aww. Oh, they're actually not that much different from their other design. I guess they don't have the crazy hair going on, and they look like they're still wearing matching clothes too. Okay, whatever. Inside the machine was a little different, but still recognizable women sleeping quietly. Hibiki and Kanade don't look that different.
Well, they definitely look like adults compared to their younger look before.
Vicky, and I don't want to even face the thing next to her. I still have the nightmares.
Iroha, did Void even know Kanade was a serial killer?
I had no idea. I don't even understand what a person like that was doing in the plan in the first place. And when I met with Mikado, the plan was already set. Only Mikado knew the criteria for the personnel. All of them were just Mikado's puppets. What do you expect?
Don't blame Iroha too much. The rest of Void was also used by him. First of all, let's open the profile. Read it for yourself. Yeah.
Alright, Hibiki. The redeemable one. Name, Hibiki Odenokoji. Look at that. Character development. Before the tragedy, she was the vocalist in a popular band called Melody Rhythm. After the tragedy, she revitalized the stagnant society. You mean like culture, like art. She created charity performances in which all the money was donated to restoration projects. In addition to her band activities, she also participated in volunteer activities quite often. Because of these actions, she began to be called the next generation symbol of hope. And Kanade. Kanade was along for the ride. Kanade Odenokoji. Before the tragedy, she was the guitarist of the popular band Melody Rhythm. After the tragedy, she revitalized stagnant culture. She created charity performances in which all the money was donated to restoration projects. In addition to her band activities, she also participated in volunteer activities quite often. Because of these actions, she began to be called the next generation symbol of hope. Of course, they did everything together. Why wouldn't they?
Huh? There's hardly a difference between them. Why is a killer who's taken at least 60 lives considered a next-generation symbol of hope?
There's another strange thing I noticed. With this profile alone, there doesn't seem to be any connection to the 79th class of Hope's Peak.
Actually, I only have basic information about the twins. I was also amazed by Kanade's turn.
What? Surely you should know everyone except Kokoro?
Wait, I can make a theory, but it's not it's not official information. Mikado might have known about Kanade's tendencies.
Could that really be possible?
Didn't Miss Kanade herself say it in the third trial? It's the first time she'd been caught. That must mean no one ever caught her committing murder, which means that it was left as an unprecedented case. The police trying to solve over 60 cases. Perhaps it could have been a connection with the police?
Oh. That Void Eye is starting to make a little bit more sense, maybe. The police?
The director of the Kisaragi Foundation, the 79th class student, former ultimate policeman Tsurugi Kinjo.
It's Kinjo, right? Not Kinzo? Pretty sure it's Kinjo.
I'm sure he had a close relationship trying to catch Miss Kanade.
What? The ultimate policeman?
Think about it. Important figures around Melody Rhythm continually disappear. Of course, at some point, the twins must have been interrogated. Tsurugi Kinjo hates evil more than anyone else. It's hard to think that he wasn't on the case.
What about Hibiki? She's not related?
No. At this time, Hibiki was also suspect. The same as Kanade. She would have been interrogated as well. And because of Kanade's nature, she would have likely covered up her crimes completely. Therefore, I think Miss Hibiki would have met Kinjo at least once.
Wait, isn't that a little off? I don't know who Mikado was, but
How did he find the serial killer that even the police couldn't?
That's... I'm not too sure. I'm sorry.
He probably just said, hey, Kokoro, psychoanalyze her. And she's like, I'm hacking into her mind. There's something I'm worried about, too. One condition Monokuro said is the next generation of Symbol of Hope has to be related to the 79th class. How do I explain? It just feels so odd to me. Like random selection.
In fact, when I heard about the people in the plan, I did question the criteria a little. Mikado said that these people are enough, that there was no alternative.
No alternative?
Yeah, he said because it would be difficult. They would be difficult people to capture and everybody knew them.
Well, kidnapping not one but 2 celebrities wouldn't have been easy. How the hell does he have so much nonsense intelligence? I don't know, maybe Kokoro. That's all I can think about. If you think about it, we really don't know a thing about Mikado. The mastermind behind the killing game, and the leader of Void. Yeah. Even during the killing game, we couldn't find out his true intentions. It was like we were getting nothing. So now that we can investigate as freely as possible, being alone just leaves me with this weird feeling of incongruity. Otonokoji twins. Alright. That wasn't as revealing as I thought it would be, but I imagine it'll come back and be important. Yuruko has something to say.
Sora, have we unlocked all the reset codes?
Yes.
It's just as Monokuro said. The reset code initializes the restoration of tampered data. Iroha wasn't an avatar like me, so she's always been like this. Huh? Oh, am I being mentioned?
If that's right, Sora. Even when you use the reset code on voids, it's safe to assume their appearance won't change. Yuruko, I know what you're implying. I'm a void too?
Huh? Well, I'm not 100% sure yet, but it would only make sense since your reset code works the same as theirs.
I agree with you. Like Yuruko said, my amnesia hasn't gone. Like you said, my amnesia isn't gone even after the reset code was released.
Sora, you thought Akane Taira was dead. Maybe something got lost in the process.
I'm not sure right now. Maybe Mikado was aiming to release Akane Taira. You're in a different position to me, though. Since you're one of the next generation hopes like Yuri. Why do we keep bringing up Yuri? There are many other better examples, okay?
Can I ask a question? I'm kind of curious about something.
What is it?
Who exactly is this Akane Taira?
Huh? Iroha, you don't know who Akane Taira is?
Huh? It's the first time I've heard this name. Is that Sora's real name?
What the hell are you talking about? The Void's new information about all the Killing Game participants. That's how Nikke knew about Setsuka's eye. So how don't you know about Sora?
Well, unlike everyone else, I didn't get any information about Sora. When I asked about you, Mikado just told me you were a participant.
Just a participant?
Really? Actually, I didn't even know her name in the first place. So, I'd like to ask, who are you, Sora?
Her real name is Akane Taira. Like you Void, she was one of the children who was helped by Utsuro.
Oh.
She actually did it.
Sora!
Wow, I guess she really didn't know.
You're not lying?
Why would I lie about it? My name is Akane Taira. I was with Utsuro in his last moments.
What? You were with Utsuro when he died?
Oh, shut up! I'm gonna go deaf!
So, you really are part of the Children of Utsuro?
Children of Utsuro?
Yeah, it's just the name we called each other. To the other children Utsuro looked after.
In other words, Void.
Mikado Sonoji called it Void. He had a flair for the evil. I don't know if you could tell. Originally, Nikke was the leader. It was just a small group instead of an organization. We didn't have another name. But as soon as Mikado joined, he said the Children of Utsuro was over.
Please, give us the details.
Sora, you should already know if you were really a member. Utsuro didn't just help 1 or 2 people. And when Utsuro died, our divine luck disappeared. And our talents too. And as a result of that, according to Mikado, they died.
That makes sense. Nobody would notice a few extra deaths if there's a tragedy taking place. Then, without the power of luck, your life is at risk? So, how is the rest of Void alive?
Well, death isn't guaranteed. But considering the sort of people Utsuro helped, you can imagine what would happen if their luck disappeared.
Divine luck itself doesn't cause death. It just makes people like me go back to their hell. And that could cause suicide. Is that right, Iroha?
Even though they were all under the same luck, it depends on how much they needed that protection. You said that. That's right. Some people's lives were saved as a result. Just as much as some people's small wishes were granted, some people's whole lives were saved. And the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount of divine luck they received.
So you were saying the Voids received a lot of protection, meaning that it's disappearing more slowly?
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Wait a minute. That reminds me of something.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is just a virtual world. Miss me much? And you're Akane Taira. Doesn't matter if you're just her avatar or not. I'm sure you have some sort of relationship with Akane Taira. So that means Mikado Sonoji also knows about Akane Taira. Why did he try to conceal that information?
Are you having a flashback? You kinda just zoned out there.
Mikado Sonoji tried to cover up Akane Taira?
Huh? How would Syobai know that?
How don't you know that? I wonder. Mikado was the only one in Void that knew about Akane Taira. Mikado knew about Akane Taira, but hid it. Syobai knew information about Void that Iroha herself didn't. I wonder... Because I'm still... Sora's also wondering. I'm still trying to piece together how this game is going to end, right? I always have to try to be predicting stuff, you know me. And my biggest theory is, of course, that Sora is absolutely screwed. Like, if her real-life body is, like, pretty much dead, then there's not much she can go back to, even if it was sustained by how much luck she had been given by Utsuro over all the years she served him. You know what I mean? But then, like, I don't know. It would actually be, like, a really touching moment to have Yuki, Yuruko, and Iroha, like, leave the game, and then, like, they get to take care of her. That'd be nice. Come on. I wonder what happened. Akane Taira with no head. Children of Utsuro. That is a much less sinister name than Void. Oh, and Iroha has some stuff to say, too. Iroha.
What do you want?
Don't worry about what happened. It's in the past. But why did you knock me off the Tower of Babel?
No, that wasn't me, Sora. That was somebody else. I'm sorry. Well, at that time, Mikado was threatening me. I couldn't help it, so...
So you were pressured to kill by him?
Yeah, I really didn't want to, honest. If I didn't, Mikado would have killed me.
There's no need to tremble like that. I don't blame you, Iroha. I have no intention of looking down on you. Other than the fact that you're short. Sorry.
Huh? But what if you died?
Let's not think like that. In the end, you ended up helping me get my memories back.
What are you on about?
It doesn't matter. I'll tell you later. But if you truly feel sorry about it, you can always make it up to me later.
Of course.
Come to think of it, I have a question for you, Iroha.
No? What is it?
You said You said it when you talked to Yuruko earlier, right? About Utsuro's children, each of which received help from Utsuro as a child. They all gained divine luck. So, in many ways, it matches up with Void. Does that also include you, then?
Yes. Well, in my case, I needed acknowledgement from the people around me.
You wanted recognition?
You know how my family is known for being a generation of famous artists? My mother, my father, my sister, my brother, all of them were full of talent, and I was just drawing doodles. It was only me who couldn't do anything. Painting, sculpting, designing, whatever I did, I was always just mediocre at. I couldn't fit into that first-class family.
You even deceived us with your art abilities.
That's why I was given divine luck. I wanted to be acknowledged by my family and by the world. It's all I wanted. After I met Utsuro, I joined the Nijui family like the others. I became a great painter.
So, your painting ability was granted from divine luck. Is that why you joined Void? Because your talent began to disappear? Oh, the game is lagging. What is happening? Ah! Actually, yeah, what is happening? It just, decided to hiccup. But nothing's changed. Alright, well, let me stop recording and start again and see if that helps. Okay, it's working again. I don't know what happened. It was actually OBS that was doing it. For some reason, even when it wasn't recording, it was taking up 40% of my CPU. Why? It takes 30% while I'm recording, which takes a lot more. So, I don't know what was going on. It just decided to break. Anyways.
Yes?
But, of course you know, you had to commit crimes in Void, including murder.
If I'm not talented, I don't deserve to be alive. Of course I know I was a criminal, but you wouldn't understand.
Calm down, Iroha. I'm not trying to judge you.
Sora, before meeting Utsuro, I was nothing. There's no other way.
Huh?
I could only draw small, little, mediocre drawings. I was a huge shame to my family name. That's why they hid me from the public. Everyone knows me as the youngest daughter of the Nijui family. But the cover-up story was that I had a mental illness, so I couldn't move my body.
Yeesh, Jesus.
That allowed me to keep me in the house without anybody asking questions.
What? What kind of family is this?
Of course, my life wasn't affected that much. I had 3 meals a day, and I wasn't uncomfortable. But, except for eating and sleeping, I was just stuck there, painting in my room, drawing, and I couldn't go outside, and I had a 24-hour employee surveillance. If I tried to do something else or run away, my parents would have been contacted right away. And after that, punishment time.
Is that where they got the phrase from? It sounds like what happened at the Tower of Babel a few days ago.
Guess what? The Tower of Babel felt better than staying in my room. The roughness. I was so young at that time. I just wanted to die. But for a timid person like me, there's no way I could kill myself. You're imprisoned until you're able to live up to your family name. Those were the rules. Do you think I improved? I tried.
Didn't you say you liked manga?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it since I was young, but after I was imprisoned, I wasn't allowed to even touch it. My family doesn't see manga or cartoons as art. I was only allowed to watch anime when I was blessed by the heavens. I got so much love from my family after that.
The heavens opened up. Divine luck.
Sora, you were blessed too, so you should understand. If you were to go back to how you were before you met Utsuro, if you could somehow stop it, you'd have made the same choices I did, right?
Would I? I thought that Akane Taira died with Master Utsuro. If Utsuro died, that means, like Iroha, would I have tried to do anything to revive the luck? Oh, poor girl. Oh, here we go again.
Master Utsuro, are you about to die? Of course, I wanted Master Utsuro to live, but me and Utsuro were criminals before we were people. If you die, you can't atone for your sins. But it's already happened, and Utsuro is dead. He wanted to die for what felt like a lifetime, and in the end, I put him down. Some people could say he just ran away without paying the price for everything he'd committed. But ethics and morality aside, I have something more important to me, Master Utsuro. If he wants you to do something, you have to do it.
He's kind of like, just compels you.
It brings you back to life. It brings back divine luck. To return to hell or to follow Utsuro. I don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Oh.
What do you think, Sora?
Sora!
Yeah? What?
Why? Your expression just turned blank when I was speaking to you.
Oh, just wait a minute. I'm okay now.
Okay. Well then. Anyway, that's my story. I don't know much about the others' backstories. All I know is that Hajime's was health, Emma's was wealth, and Nikke's was power.
What about Mikado?
Oh, Mikado. I didn't ask. It's bad to pry into other people's past. He would have been mad at me if I had.
I see. Anyway, Roha, I know how desperate every void was, but I'm in the same position. Even so, you're wrong. I know I don't deserve to say this, but when this is all over, we should pay for our sins, as part of the children of Utsuro.
That's right. We have to fight against Mikado. To prevent the luck from being revived?
What's wrong?
Well, it's good to pay for your sins, but can't we find another way?
Excuse me?
Just joking. Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Akane Taira? Hey, me.
Yuruko's like,
Are you done having your powwow with Iroha? Can we, continue now? I don't want to be here anymore. There's a lot of lava. It's really hot. This discomfort. What is it?
oh, look, it's the world in the palm of his hand. All right, we're moving on. We're going to do Shinji.
Are you done investigating? We kind of need to move. Right, well, let's do it right away. Prepare yourself for the dizziness and come this way.
This is Iroha's first dizziness experience.
What?
What? I can't even see. Where is everyone? Ah! Yuruko, careful what you're touching.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Monocro? Monocro, are you here? Do something.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, because this island wasn't part of the plan.
Deeply sorry if I surprised you all.
Let there be light.
It sure is brighter, but everything's still dark. It's not dark, it's something else. It's just like space. There's literally nothing here.
But how can we stand? There's no floor.
I apologize. I expected this, but it's more than I had expected.
What are you talking about? Where the hell are we?
Oh, Sora, Yuruko, look over there.
There he is. Just chilling in the void.
Wait, is that...
Yeah, it must be Shinji.
Wait a minute. All the singularities before have been at the previous murder locations. So why is Shinji here?
This is the Tower of Babel's power room. The remnants of it, anyway.
The remnants?
Yes, the remnants of despair. I mean, of tower. The Tower of Babel, as you know, was outside of Mikado's territory. I know that Nikke made the Tower of Babel, but it is an object that doesn't exist in the original program. So when it rebooted, it looks like the data was removed.
The Tower of Babel got deleted?
Well, because the data that contained the tower was deleted, I moved Shinji to this empty space. Do you understand?
No.
Does the location really matter? Shinji's capsule is still here, and you can get the information from it.
I guess you're right.
Okay. The Tower of Babel. Ever since we stepped foot in that tower, things began to get stranger and stranger. Nikke and Teruya started to run wild. I became aware that I was an enemy. Syobai's behavior changed soon after we left it as well. Huh? Wait, if the Tower of Babel was prepared by Nikke...
Sora, what's up? Something bothering you?
Iroha.
What is it?
You don't know anything about the tower, right?
No, I didn't know anything about it. Nikke made it in the first place without the other Void's knowledge.
At the time, Mikado said that Nikke couldn't have done it at all. So, if you didn't help Nikke make the Tower of Babel, how the hell did he do it?
I know it's a waste to ask, but do you know anything useful? Wait, I might actually know something.
Just say it then.
I'm not too sure, but Nikke always said we should take Mikado's side. Because of that, I was stuck. But it got a little awkward with us, so there was more and more solo actions. So maybe in that time...
Sora, it's okay. Nikke's the only one who could answer that question, and he's dead. And now the tower is gone. For now, let's investigate on what's in front of us, rather than what we can't find out. I see. I'm sorry, something was just bugging me.
Glad that's sorted. Then let's investigate Shinji quickly. And I'm sorry, but we're in quite a rush, so investigate as soon as possible, please. This place feels very uncomfortable as a program. I want to leave it as soon as possible.
Oh, wow, look at him. Didn't expect that. Also, yeah, he was, like, old. I don't know. He's got, like, wrinkles. None of the other ones had wrinkles. Inside the capsule was a man who looked middle-aged, sleeping silently. Shinji, just how old were you?
Late 50s, also known as middle-aged by international standards of the current era.
He's old enough to be our father.
Well, Kokoro was kinda old too, so it's not that surprising. Let's see.
Wow. Name, Shinji Kasai. Ever since he was a young man, he was a hard-working firefighter. He was responsible for saving many lives during his time on duty. At one point, he was in a fairly high position, but he was too reckless and crossed the line. His health was never the same. Thanks to his wife and children, he began to recover slightly and eventually became a security guard. Nevertheless, when the tragedy hit, he took off and began to save countless people from the disasters. He was proud to become the first next-generation symbol of hope for his work. He fought to help everyone using his firefighting abilities until the tragedy ended. Huh.
That's amazing, Shinji. Just as he was here. Kind of an uncle figure for us all.
Shinji was married?
That's what you're focusing on?
Remembering the Shinji we know, I'm not sure how a guy like that got married.
Oh, come on, Sora. It's not that hard to understand. Wow, Sora. Too soon.
I'm joking. What's his relationship to the 79th class, though?
Shinji had great influence in resolving all of despair. He was a great man all around. If he didn't act, the death toll would have been much higher. There's no record of him ever enrolling in Hope's Peak, but he really does compare to an ultimate. True talent. Since he saved the lives of most people.
Not most people. It's not like he saved the lives of everyone in the country.
Since he saved the lives of many people, including the 79th class, you could say he was indirectly related. But his most decisive move was saving the life of young Kanata Inori, the 79th class's ultimate surgeon.
Oh, so that's who was in that picture. Where he's like running from the burning building. Kanata Inori?
Kanata lived alone after losing her family in a tragic car accident when she was very young. The life of Miss Inori was saved by Shinji, who arrived as an active firefighter at the incident.
Oh.
She was in critical condition at the time, and he used his friendship with Hikaru Ando to help her get the help she needed. Both of them seem to have gotten close after saving Kanata's life. For reference, the doctor called Hikaru is currently working in the medical team for the Kisaragi Foundation.
Oh man, did Kinjo like sell him out?
What's with that look? Is there something you don't understand?
It's not that. It's just a lot of information. Kanata, Hikaru, I don't know them very well. Me neither. I can see why I wouldn't, but shouldn't you? Yeah, I keep telling you. Mikado said all the preparations were done. Yeah, except for Sora, who's the 79th class member. I'm kind of in a similar situation to you, Yuruko. Right, Sora? Sora?
Yeah, that's right. You know, you'll be there. Sora?
Anyways, Shinji was the first of the next generation symbols of hope. One could view him as the leader of the group. Even without the connection to the 79th class, Mikado would have chosen him anyway, I assume. Well, is this roughly about it for Shinji? Yes, there's not much more to say. Let's move on.
According to the rules so far, the Twin Towers are next, right?
Well, I mean, this is the last singularity.
So Teruya might be okay!
Huh? What do you mean?
I just clicked by that without reading out loud.
As Yuruko stated, the twins were at the other murder site, so Teruya would be the only one remaining. To be honest, I'm not sure if we can properly investigate Teruya.
Why's that?
Unlike you, who are using a genuine connector for the Neo World program, Teruya's entrance was made from another location.
This is all so confusing.
It's an easy-to-understand explanation. All of you right now are lying in the same room in reality. The Neo World program is quite bulky. Because of this, the connection has to be concentrated in one room. By the way, Teruya wasn't part of Mikado's plan from the beginning. He and the other Kisaragi I guess it was just one, accessed the program through alternative methods.
You're talking about Ray?
Ray entered the same way.
Yeah, Ray survived after dying. Teruya's, I'm fine, yeah.
Wait, Monocro, there's a contradiction there. Sora said she met that Ray girl in the Tower of Babel. But she was obviously burned to ashes on our first day in the killing game. If death in the virtual world is death in the real world, then how the hell was she alive?
Miss Mikaro is alive?
Monocro said the connector is different, right? So maybe that one doesn't cause death.
No. Even if the connection method is different, the program connects directly to your brain. As evident by Teruya being completely dead.
Oh, my one friend. Oh.
Interesting. How is Miss Mikaro alive? I don't know for sure.
Can't we just ask her directly when we enter the real world?
Problem solved. Any more questions? I want to leave.
You're really desperate. Do you hate this place that badly?
Well, you wouldn't know. It just feels worrisome. Anyway, when you're ready to head to the last area, please talk with me.
Wait, the next one is the last? Sora? Sora? There we go.
There were 5 killings you experienced in this game, so the singularity's numbers are the same.
The people who've died so far. Yuri, Kokoro, Setsuka, the twins, and Shinji. 6 people in total? Of the 16 participants, there were only 5 voids and 10 normal students. Of the remaining 5 left, Yuruko is the same as the dead symbols, I guess short for symbols of hope, and I'm Akane Taira. Yuki is the void's purpose itself, then all that remains... What about Teruya? Or Syobai? Teruya belonged to the Kisaragi Foundation. He was captured trying to rescue us. Then it must be Syobai. Surely he can't be a symbol.
Syobai is quite irregular, you could say.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You don't have to say it, Monocro. I'll ask my friend. Iroha, I'm talking about you.
I'm your friend? Me? Well, I'm not sure. Syobai, what do I know about him?
Don't lie to my face. I can tell that you're lying to my face, you know. Did you know about Shobai's identity?
Yes. No. By the way, can I say?
You said you'd help us. The least you could do is answer a few questions. Or what? I guess there's no redemption for you voids.
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Please be nice to me.
You start being nice and I'll start being nice. And stop screaming at me. I'm older. Treat me with some respect. Girls, you're both pretty. Now calm down.
You think I'm pretty?
Yeah, sure.
Syobai, he was Void's collaborator.
What? Collaborator? Wait, Nikke said something like that at the Tower of Babel. No, it's true that Void only has 5 members, but that's not all there is to it. Huh? Rumor has it there's a mysterious collaborator that helped with our plans. A collaborator, you say? Go on. It's none other than... No one other than Mikado knows about this person. I've only heard about their existence, that's all. That makes sense.
Wait, wasn't Nikke lying about that? Yeah, it's no lie. We knew who the collaborator was. It's Syobai. Don't misunderstand. I don't know what Syobai was supposed to do. The only person who knows what the collaborator was doing was Mikado.
But didn't Nikke say that none of the other members knew apart from Mikado?
Nikke was that kind of person. I've told a lot of lies too, but I don't think I'm such a bad person. I mix the lies in with the truth.
So Nikke talked about the outsider of Void being Shinji, when it was actually Syobai. But he fought a bit against Mikado on the first island. So what was that about?
I'm not too sure about the details. Syobai was a man who took employment seriously, remember?
He was. Employment?
So, if you gave him a certain amount of money, he would do anything without hesitation.
But Syobai didn't know about Mikado when we started the killing game.
Well, what happened between Mikado and Syobai, I can't be sure. Shobai's memories might have been manipulated like all of yours.
Wait, so he looked that awful in high school? I wonder what he looks like now, then.
No, Shobai's avatar works like the Void's. Since he was hired for the plan, he wouldn't be a symbol of hope and wasn't related to the 79th class.
Mikado manipulated Shobai's memories? Why would he do that even after paying him?
Well, that's all I can tell you about Syobai for now. Iroha doesn't seem to know anymore either, right?
Yes.
If you think about it, Syobai in the Tower of Babel did seem a little different. Especially on the 5th island when he mentioned Akane Taira. He suddenly disappeared before my eyes, too. Did he recover his memories at some point?
I was unintentionally helping you, but looks like I gotta do what I was paid for.
If Syobai was the collaborator with Mikado, then what does that mean?
What do you know about the Kisaragi Foundation?
Well, I don't have much information on the Foundation either.
Our information hasn't exactly come to our conclusion. We're just left with more questions. The easiest answer to them would be that they were... The easiest answer to it would be from Mikado's own mouth.
Well, I don't think he'd tell us that easily.
What's the real Mikado doing? He wasn't part of our execution, so he's got to be alive around here somewhere.
I see. Mikado appears like a ghost and brings misfortune. That's just how he is.
Sora said that Syobai is gone. And Yuki, too. I'm not sure he's around.
I'm not sure about Mikado, but I can sense Yuki. He seems to be in the next singularity. Probably trapped there, just like Iroha was.
For now, there's nothing else for us to do here. Let's go and find Yuki. Mikado, the Kisaragi Foundation, all of our problems are about to come together. We need a plan. You're right.
I'm not very good at plans.
Yeah, we know, Iroha.
My last plan didn't turn out so well, and the plan before that I kind of chickened out on, and the plan before that, well, that was kind of something of circumstance. But you know, I've got a new plan. It's a good one. It's a good plan. Okay, I'm gonna help you guys, and then I'm gonna like and subscribe on the video. It's gonna be crazy cool. Okay, bye.